fight, Tony. You just started a war.
Let me ask about Civil War, because obviously there's going to be a huge event in the universe your show takes place in with characters that your character is personally tied to. Can you say anything about how that's going to be reflected on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I don't know yet. We don't know yet. That's another one of those things where, okay, there should be a script coming really soon that shows us, what happens in our world, the ripple effect from our world when that battle goes down. I haven't seen the movie. I'm very concerned. I feel like I didn't go to Thanksgiving, and it turns out all my relatives try to kill each other, which probably wouldn't be surprising. But, it feels like that. So I don't know. It's one of those things we're very anxious about.
Yeah, I mean, it lines up with the show, with the premiere of the show, the movie, Civil War. So the idea is that you watch our show, and then you watch the movie, and then you tune in again next week. And it's all kind of one continuous universe. They all talk to each other, and that is the sequence that will be rewarded if you watch it in that way. You can also watch our show and watch Civil War when you can. Maybe you can't find a babysitter. I don't know. But if you do end up watching it that way, that's you'll be rewarded.
Well, let's put it this way. As you love to do, you've backed me into the hashtag It's All Connected, so I'll get yelled at later. It will have an impact, but in its own way, the show is having its own Civil War. The reality is that it is a group that is divided by powered people and not powered people, by Inhumans and humans, and so how that plays and where that goes is the next adventure. And yes, but things that come out of Civil War will definitely have an impact in terms of what's going on.
From what I understand, it's people with superhuman powers should be registered. That's one side. And the other side is like, no, we should not be registered. And that's an interesting argument. I mean, the thing is within our world. I mean, the thing is within humans, we see that some are good, but many of them are, well, not many of them, but some of them are destructive. They're evil. So should they be registered? And I think that could affect our team, because I think people like Simmons, Mac, would say that maybe they should be registered. Whereas, of course, the Inhumans on our team are like, well, no, why should they? So I think, I don't know what direction they're going to go in, but that could certainly divide our team.
I mean, obviously it's all connected, but is it really? No. It is, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't know if it can impact our show as aggressively as it did the first season with Ward. There's obviously going to be some references, and there's going to be certain things that we do because of it. But we've really been touching. The Civil War has been really relevant. It's been kind of threaded through the season of the show in its own way. I mean, definitely for me playing Daisy, she's an Inhuman, but she's also a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, so it's not more. It's incredibly relevant for her. So I feel like I've been playing that in my mind for a while now. But I think it'll impact the show, but not as like Lincoln's not going to be turning around and shooting everyone because he's Hydra.
Look, I think it all comes back to the sexual tension thing, and and I think it's just Iron Man and Captain America will finally consummate their love at the end of that movie, and
That's really what it is. That's a long version of our episode of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly, yeah.